I'm trying my best to be as optimistic as possible about the Carolina Panthers defense, but from what I've seen in these first two preseason games, I don't have a lot to be optimistic about when it comes to how this defense is going to play when the regular season kicks off. This was one of the worst defenses in NFL history last year. And yeah, they signed a bunch of guys free agency. They threw a bunch of draft picks at the defense, and yet CJ Stroud and the Texans' first string offense is going up and down the field on their opening possession with ease. The defense didn't give them any resistance at all. Against the Browns, when they had Shedeur Sanders in at quarterback, they had multiple starters on defense in, and Shedeur was looking spectacular against this defense. A rookie quarterback was lighting Carolina's first string defense up. Carolina has a bunch of holes on this defense that they failed to address properly during this offseason, and they already are getting taken advantage of early during the preseason. I'm not even concerned about the offense. That's a topic for a different day. The defense needs to be a lot better than what they've been these first 2 weeks throughout the preseason. They say that the preseason doesn't count. It's not real football. Well, for the Carolina Panthers defense, with how bad they were last year, damn it, the preseason should matter to them. They should be playing every snap in the preseason on defense, full speed, full throttle, like it's a regular season game. Because how they looked in the preseason so far, it makes me really alarmed about how this defense is going to look this year. If the Panthers are going to have a shot at winning the NFC South, going up against high-powered offenses like the Buccaneers and the Falcons, their defense has to be a lot better. Linebacker hasn't looked that good. The defensive line, I'm not really seeing an improvement when it comes to the pass rush. Nick Scorton, who you spent a second-round pick on, he's going to miss a few weeks with the injury that he suffered. So you were banking on Nick Scorton to be a guy who could come in and give you instant impact as a rookie, and you're going to be without him. Now you're going to have somebody else that needs to step up. You got rid of Jadeveon Clowney. So outside of Derrick Brown, where else is the pass rush going to come from on the Carolina Panthers defensive line? Not just is their defensive line a concern, but the secondary. Outside of J.C. Horn, you have nobody else at cornerback. Whoever else the Panthers have at cornerback 2, slot corner, whoever, there's no difference between those guys and me and you. You can put me and you out on that secondary, and we couldn't do anything worse than what the Panthers secondary is doing right now without J.C. Horn. I thought the Carolina Panthers should have been more aggressive in free agency going after the premier cornerbacks that were on the market. They should have went after Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey only has a $7 million cap hit or $5 million cap hit on the Steelers this year. They could have used him. He would have been a great piece to pair alongside of J.C. Horn. Your safeties, you have Trayvon Morek and Latham Ransom. They are run support guys. They are guys who are going to come down in the box and help out against the run, but they're not good against the pass. That's why Trayvon Morek wasn't retained by the Raiders, because they wanted guys who are better in coverage. Passing the football is something that every team in the NFL is going to be able to do when they play the Carolina Panthers. It's going to be an all-you-can-eat buffet when you go up against this pass defense. The run defense looks much better, but as we know, it's a passing league. And if you don't have guys who can consistently pressure the quarterback, if you don't have corners who can hold up in coverage, your defense is going to get torched by every quarterback that they play. You can't win games 45-38 every single week. You can't win games asking Bryce Young to be Mr. Perfect, which is what the Carolina Panthers are essentially going to have to ask Bryce Young to do if they want to have a shot at competing for a spot in the playoffs. This defense sucks. And I'm tired of trying to be optimistic about it. I'm tired of listening to Panthers fans saying, you got to be more patient. Be more patient for what? It's the preseason. You're going up against second and third stringers. You went up against C.J. Stroud for one drive. And he was looking like Tom Brady and Joe Montana combined out there. Patience for what? This defense ain't doing nothing this year. And if you're a Panthers fan, leaving out hope that the defense will improve this year, you got to stop lying to yourself. Accept the truth, brother. Your defense might not be as bad as what it was last year, because last year is pretty doggone hard to replicate. But from what we've seen these first 2 weeks in the preseason, you can't be encouraged about this Panthers defense.